I'd like to start this review with a poem what I wrote. Cross-dressing, Doctor Who and music. I've never combined all three. But along comes the devil's chord. God bless ya, RTD. As you can imagine from my crawling embarrassing fanboy doggerel, my verdict about the devil chord was, it was... brilliant! Seriously. What was to not like about it? The start was instantly captivating, straight away with a scene that would not look out of place in the episode The Family of Blood. Yes, I know that episode took place in 1913 and the opening of The Devil's Chord took place in 1925. And even though I had an issue with the preachy speech in the Space Babies, I thoroughly enjoyed the them quip from Maestro.
I'm them.
It was used to great effect because it had that kind of modern day outrage sensibility, but it was also hinting that the Maestro and his son, possibly are they one and the same? Clever. It was great to see the Doctor and Ruby get excited about dressing up, because normally it's like, oh come on, let's get some stuff where they just come out in their normal clothes. But this time we can see RT was really making use of that unfeasibly large Disney budget. You know, no staying in the same outfits week after week for Ncuti and Millie, and don't they both look amazing in their 60s garb? I almost soiled my pants when I heard the giggle. And suddenly, Maestro's appearance was even more wonderful, knowing that Maestro was the first of the Toymaker's legions.
My legions are coming.
Now, I know that the guys playing the Beatles came under a lot of flack for not looking like the Fab Four, but actually as a huge fan of the Beatles, I was pleasantly surprised at how great the actors were at being John and Paul. On the whole, Jinx Mnsoon stole the show. Jinx at times was so over the top, but it didn't feel out of place. It was just the right level of madness. Anything else would have just been half-baked. The character would not have looked out of place among the Blue Meanies in the Yellow Submarine film. I could wax endlessly about Jinx. What a villain, and I hope to see Maestro return in the not-so-distant future, because this series is starting to really hot up. And as far as family viewing is going, not only did my kids enjoy the episode, they were discussing it in the car on the way to school a few days later.
Is that understood, Max?
This episode has divided fans. I'm obviously on the side of it being spectacular and a much needed breath of fresh air for the show. Others are calling it a joke and a disgrace, and they're saying things like, I stopped watching it when Kaptain left, and others are saying, well, I stopped watching it in 1997, and others are saying, well, for me, Doctor Who finished halfway through Tom Baker's tenures, and others are saying, I used to love it, but when he left the junkyard and visited the caveman, well, it went downhill from there. Now, as someone that enjoys playing music badly, I loved the fact that the missing chord that banished Maestro was a nod to the final chord in Day of the Life, or as some people have said, the opening chord to It's a Hard Day's Night. However, due to licensing, RTD did say this. I thought that's a lovely idea, but at the same time, I knew that the Beatles' music is so expensive, even on a Disney budget, we couldn't afford that. So it was clearly supposed to sound like it was. Incidentally, the Day in the Life chord was created by having John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr and Mal Evans playing 3 different pianos with George Martin on a harmonium that all played an E major chord simultaneously. And what do I think about the song and dance routine at the end? Well, as a fan of Bob Fosse and Glee, I thought it was great fun, and perhaps not quite as trite as it may come across. Let me explain. There's a theory going round on the Tinterweb that the entire series is taking place in a show within a show. Now there's many reasons why. One of the main reasons is characters are constantly breaking the fourth wall, but what gives it away for me is this line. A Google AI overview explains that
non-diegetic is a term used in film and theater to describe sound that is external to the story world and is not heard by the characters, but is instead heard by the audience. Non-diegetic sound is also called commentary or non-literal sound. It is added to a film during post-production and can include Foley sound effects, traditional film music or score, voiceover narration, communicating messages between the filmmaker and the audience, creating mood or atmosphere, fostering suspense.
Do you agree or disagree with my review? Please leave your answers in the comment sections, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Doctor Who reviews and AI reconstructions. And I'll be following this up soon with Boom!